Glad to have you with us from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Kentucky Wildcats. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, the Razorback head coach told me pregame he is very concerned about this crowd. It is a tough place to play, and with this home crowd, he knows that this is going to be one of their biggest challenges so far of the season. Can they get an upset on the road with this crowd noise, with this environment? He says his team has to stay locked in and focused to make it happen on the road today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Razorbacks will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. At the 35, he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Wildcats in the hurry-up. Apparently, line number one on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
All right, guys, let's talk a little Kentucky. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
That's really nice fundamentals by a right-handed quarterback, going to his left, getting the shoulder turned and the hips around, helping him make a very accurate throw.
First carry of the season for this transfer. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read him. Nice timing on that in route.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Kentucky! Into the end zone for 6. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The give is to Smith. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jackson gonna throw it. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Smith. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Razorbacks take their first time out. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Big off! What a play by this defense. Picked off, and he's got open room. And he's out of bounds right at the 15.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. For offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Trying to run, it's Baxter. Runs through a tackle. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and goal.
Here we go, ready. Ready, go.
They'll run it with Baxter. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Big fella moving.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on 4th down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Kentucky. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Jackson will throw. Complete on the left to Smith. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Jackson going to throw it. Setting up the screen. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that third and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that third down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Thrust that arm out. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. He lets one fly deep. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
To the air on second down. Quarterback extends the play. Going to try to get it himself. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. And I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing.
Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And at the end of the play, it looks as if there's an injured Razorback on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. He's now piled up 68 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Right back to him on the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Hand off for Baxter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Floating away. Finds his man. It's Anderson. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line. Running inside. It's Baxter. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the 1st down. Kentucky spends its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go right back to him. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football.
Maybe a crease. Got enough space, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Jackson will throw. He's going to run it. Got room at the 35. Hits the slide, got the 1st down with his feet. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, 1st down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. Set up for the 1st down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The snap sets up to throw. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Woof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Pocket breaking down. Hit as he throws. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. The run inside. It's Russell. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. The Wildcats call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Buckeyes in a little bit of hot water right now. They're down. I know we haven't even hit halftime, but anytime the #1 team in the country is losing, that's headline news. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll try it again. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I think we're going to see more and more of this in college football. It used to be that if it was 4th and inches and you're on your own side of the field, you automatically punt. But I like that play call there. With their offensive line and their ability to run the football, just go out and get it and keep the drive alive.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Jackson going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
This defense has a 3-possession lead at this point. You're seeing how dominant they are up front. They've done such a good job recruiting D-linemen, linebackers, guys that can blitz. They've got speed. They've found guys in the portal. They've recruited guys out of high school, and they are just eating right now.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. He now has 111 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. He might want another play. On first down, it's Baxter again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
On third down, here's Baxter. Nice tackle there. This free safety coming in like a heat-seeking missile and stopping him a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, going to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's fourth down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw.
Caught, and he's got room. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it with Baxter. Touchdown, Wildcats! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And finally, we see a nice game. That's his best run of the game. And this offense works best when he is going. And then you can throw the passing game and the play action, and there's more balance. So maybe that's a sight of things to come. Maybe they can get this thing going and get back in this football game.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Throwing right. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Jackson will throw. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Quarterback making checks. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Got a little grass. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Across the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Under fire. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Inside the 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep two hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing.
Number 47, set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
They're going to need more of that. They're down multiple possessions today. They need to create negative plays. They need to make plays behind the line of scrimmage, and finally they come away with their first sack.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He spins that thing down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. With the catch, it's Brown. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
Here comes the heat. Makes a catch. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside, it's Smith. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this.
Makes the catch. Got some room headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Jackson gonna throw it. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barnes. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force...
Open field on the right. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Quarterback making adjustments. Baxter again. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. The Razorbacks take their first timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Jackson will throw. That's caught. It's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Right on the money. Makes the grab in their space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out to the right. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got an open man. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
And he made the extra point without problem. The clock is just inside 50 seconds to play. If they don't recover the onside kick, this one is all but over. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.